Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. The largest emergency relief bill in U.S. history became law last week. The Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, or CARES Act.
Building on the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, which goes into effect today, the CARES Act has major implication for employers and their workers. The law includes loans for small and mid-sized businesses, funding for the healthcare industry on the front lines of this pandemic, and the expansion of unemployment benefits for workers. Epstein Becker Green's Paul DeCamp, a former administrator for the DOL's Wage and Hour Division, is here to discuss the key points of this law for employers, including new considerations for employers facing a reduction in workforce.
The CARES Act does a number of things designed to keep businesses open and to allow businesses to continue to pay workers. First, it clarifies the tax credits that are available under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, which created a number of tax credits to enable employers to provide paid leave. The CARES Act clarifies and amplifies the types of tax credits that are available. Secondly, the CARES Act creates a 50% tax credit for certain wages for eligible employers that suffered specified losses during this time. Finally, the CARES Act creates loan programs that are available for small and mid-sized businesses to be able to pay payroll, benefits, rent, other operating expenses. For small businesses, these loans can be partially forgivable up to the full principal amount of the loans as long as the employers use the money for the purposes stated in the Act. For mid-sized businesses, accepting these federal loans comes with certain conditions, such as temporal limitations on stock buybacks, as well as requirements for maintaining union neutrality during union organizing campaigns. It provides up to 39 weeks of benefits for individuals like independent contractors and the self-employed who are not usually normally subject to receiving unemployment insurance benefits. Second, the CARES Act provides an additional $600 per week through the end of July on top of the benefits that individuals would typically be receiving under state law. And then finally, the CARES Act provides an additional 13 weeks of coverage, emergency unemployment benefits, for individuals who have exhausted their coverage under state programs. If at all possible, employers should consider whether the money that is now available through tax credits and through loan payments under the CARES Act would enable employers to avoid furloughs, avoid layoffs, avoid closures, and instead to keep themselves operating. But even if employers do have to face some measure of reduction in forces, the CARES Act allows them to really look at alternatives to closing their operations and instead trying to weather the storm and to maintain hope that they will come out of this as a going concern. It'll be important if any business accepts money under some of the loan programs that are available to be mindful of any of the conditions that come with that money, including how furloughs, reductions in force, or any other changes in the workplace can affect obligations under those loan programs and other federal funding programs.
Thanks, Paul. We'll keep watching from our homes as we keep working to bring you the latest developments. In the meantime, stay at home, stay safe, and stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.